Well, Pep, was that perhaps a little more uncomfortable than it needed to be at the end?
Yeah, at the end, yeah. But normally happen when you make a lot of substitutions, and that importance that we start really well in the last 50-20 minutes, and we lost a little bit of control, but in general it was a deserved victory.
I think towards the end there was a few mistakes. Obviously, we had a few substitutions as well, myself being included, and I had a bit of a stinker, to be honest, because the goal that they scored, Eddie saved it onto me and it went straight to their player. But we're all very happy with the 3 points and definitely the first 60 minutes or so.
You have to put some fundamentals in very quickly and some principles of your own very quickly. But they're very receptive, the players, and they're a good group, and I saw that today.
Big games ahead. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I was having a nice break, watching a couple of practice days at the Masters last week, but it's nice to be back in it. I've had a good break, and I believe we've got the players that can get us out of this.
Yeah, well, it was a tough start for him. 3 goals in the first half. Haaland finished off Leicester, really, didn't he, in 45 minutes? First half land, you could call him, Danny.
He never lets us down. You expect to see him score. You're excited to see what he's going to do, and whether he gets half a game, 60 minutes, he seems to. He's not the most convincing with his penalties, but they end up in the back of the net, so we won't mind.
A bit of a scuffer, but it doesn't matter if they go in, does it?
But this is a superb finish. This is a player full of confidence. He knew what he was going to do before he got there. It's just beautiful. It's poetry in motion watching him and De Bruyne link up, because every time De Bruyne gets the ball, he runs in behind and he tends to find it. Yeah, the only worrying thing is he going to get better? The answer's probably yes.
Yeah, indeed.
It's just scary, isn't it?
It's quite a record.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what he's achieved. It's just a privilege to have him in the league, and he's going to go on to obliterate some records.
Late rally from Leicester, but it was, I suppose, it showed the problems that he's going to have at Leicester in that first half.
Well, the first half, the biggest concern was the worst thing that they didn't do was the basics were very well, and that is something you can change, because that's a mindset.
Yeah.
Putting your body on the line, getting blocks in, doing the simple things is something that you should be doing when you're in a relegation fight. There was some pleasing things in the second half, of course there was, we saw that then, but if you watch this, by the time it comes to Stones on the edge of the box, and Ndidi, who's lost him for a minute, he gets back to him, but he turns away from him. It's like sidesteps him and turns his body. You've got to be putting your body on the line. I'm putting myself in front of that. And if you take a whack or you give a free kick away, fine. You might take one in the face. This is one that gets me. Castagne's playing wing-back. The reason you play wing-back is to get tight to wide men, because you've got 3 centre-halves. Yeah. He's not used to playing it, been playing forward. He doesn't get there, he backs off, he's scared of Grealish. And Ndidi has to come across and cover. Letter of the law, we see, of course, his arm's in a bit of an unnatural position. It's going to be a penalty. I feel for Ndidi, he's trying to do the right thing. And there's the penalty being tucked away. This I can't accept. Middle of the pitch. De Bruyne is a wonderful player, he's not the most tenacious. You've got to win that tackle if you're Ndidi. And if you don't win it, you certainly don't let De Bruyne run past you. You take a yellow, you do what you need to do. Because you are, in the first 20 minutes, playing a team, one of the best teams in Europe. You're under the cosh, you have got to do the simple things well, so that needs to improve quickly.
You're not blocking that Stones volley, though, are you? Let's be honest.
Why do you think I've got this?
You're not. Body on the line.
I have taken many a boot in the face.
I'm not having that.
I promise you.
I've never
At least I've got an excuse.
I'm not convinced.
No.